Conflict is an unavoidable part of life, but dealing with conflict can be unpleasant. It is no wonder so many of us make such a huge effort to avoid it. We might spend our days stressing about it and our nights letting it keep us awake. But sometimes the best thing to do might be to have an open and honest conversation and confront those issues. This doesn't mean rushing into a confrontation without careful planning. We don't want to have arguments characterized by overgeneralizing, blaming, attacking, and being defensive, and make matters worse. If we want to resolve our issues and strengthen our relationships, we need to effectively manage these difficult conversations. The first step is to prepare for that difficult conversation. Write down exactly how you're going to open the conversation. Start by describing the problem in a factual way. Give 1 or 2 clear examples of what you are talking about and say how you feel about it. Also, highlight the impact of what's happening and say why it's important. Remember to avoid overgeneralizing and making declarative statements like, "You always do this," or judgments like, "You are a rude person." Instead, use phrases like, "I feel that," and "It seems to me that," to show that what you're saying is your perspective and not necessarily fact. It's important to keep your opening to about 30 seconds. You want to start the conversation, not dominate it. Let's consider the scenario with Ayana and Jasmine. Ayana, for example, might prepare to start a conversation with Jasmine by saying, "I'd like to talk to you about something that I'm finding difficult. And after that, I'd like you to tell me what you think and what I got wrong, okay?" You see, I've noticed that when we're with a group of friends, you sometimes say things to make fun of me. For example, the time when we went to the cinema, you said I didn't know anything about films. And when we went to the karaoke, you joked about my singing. I felt really embarrassed and put down by your comments. I found myself avoiding group outings with you. You're a good friend, and I fear that our friendship is now suffering. Having prepared to open that conversation, you'll feel more confident and better able to focus on resolving the situation. So, describe, give examples, and say why it is important. Then listen. Remember that you're looking for a conversation, a chance to understand their point of view. So, after you've delivered your opening, invite them to respond. Listen with openness, asking questions to clarify. Avoid placing blame. You're not there to prove that you're right or to win an argument. Remain focused on resolving the conflict.